when it comes to commerce.
All right. Let's hit our quick travel and see how far out. We went up pretty far west earlier. Yeah, we're actually not that far off thanks to this mission here in Thorn Pit. Oh, can I not fast travel to here? And fast travel to there. Can't travel to there. See how this goes. Upgrade our gear at a workbench. Do I have upgrades, Kim? I don't think we really have upgrades. I only have upgrades for things I'm not using.
He's beating drums.
Oh, you know what was my idea? I have a stash here. I should refill on stuff real quick. Restock my stuff. There's a campfire in the city I could have gone to. Really? Where? Which city? This one here? Can I travel to there? Oh, I can travel to there. Good catch. It's weird. I feel like that's kind of medium interfacing. Like, if there's a campfire right outside the thing I'm clicking on, it should probably just take me to that when I click on the other thing, instead of just graying out the travel option. It's all close enough.
Good day. May your strike true as the town. Walk in friendship, bodies of the fallen.
You may enter.
Nice choice of armor.
With everything that happened,
Keep it moving. That blade might be blunt, but the real thing's not.
seek out our blades, seek Regala together.
Full striper, don't forget.
Attack the grove. In the time of
You sure taught those rebels a thing or two.
I could earn
Be frank. Wonder what the chief owes you his life.
You'll never make it with honor to greet you.
Walk in honor.
Outlander.
So we're walking out this way, looking for the people from that other clan that had focuses of their own.
Something other than purge water.
There's a lot of these friends up here, chat. Don't have any quest resources on them. We just give our friends a wide berth. Chillwater Gullet does say key upgrade resource. Chain reaction purge water. Kind of hard to hit. There are 3 of them. This might be a go-around angle. More fish, chat. Glub glub. A shot to the explosive sack on the neck can almost one-shot them. Yeah, there's 3 of them, though. If they had an upgrade resource I was looking for in the immediate, I'd probably brawl, but I don't have anything we're looking for at the moment, so let's just roll on. Blowing up the sack also destroys the key resource. Yeah, gross. That.
Okay, time to cross the water, look for landfall, and over. No one here. That's strange. Well, nothing's stopping me from taking a boat.
Check the dyno. I don't think I can usually scan them from this far. Water spine. That's a pleasant name.
I could freeze that machine.
$45's a pretty big number, Chip. Hey, thanks for over 3 years, Gindi. Usable weapon, you say? Yikes.
Right, next time.
Hey, Al. Thank you for the 3/4 year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Worst Neighbor NA. Thanks for the 41 months. I didn't think about listing the mission we're on being a spoiler. It's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I was trying to be more descriptive for the game category of where we're at for random new people coming in from there, but it's probably worse for regulars that are skipping over this because they're looking to play it in the future. It's a good call.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Alright, let's go ride a boat. Where's the new dinosaur I wanted to kill? But... I don't know. Is Ted Faro having a secret lair really that much of a spoiler, chat? He's definitely big secret lair energy type guy, right?
Current's pushing me south. There's no
Morning,
choice
Renjo.
but to head for that beach.
shout out to the cutscene for the water traversal in the boat. The Witcher boat traversing is some of the worst parts about that game.
No one's guarding this side of the ferry either. Where are the Quen? They're on landfall, I guess. I better go find it. Should be to the northeast. No one here.
We keep jumping backwards and not to the side, chat.
Much better.
The fire robot. Is it weak to purge water? Looks like it. It is in fact weak to purge water. Yeah. Here, bud.
It's soaked.
Oh, there's a third one. Yikes. Oh, it's just a deer, though. There's a deer over here somewhere, right?
And now it's an angry flaming machine.
Morning, Beansy.
Well, don't have to worry about running out.
Yeah, that one really made me chuckle. The designer of Elden Ring, like, I don't really fault people who are like, I like Elden Ring or
So these are the
FromSoft
ones of
games for
San
what they are, even if they're not
Entire
accessible
city
or
of
whatever.
towers.
But the designer of those games talking about how they wanted more people to be able to experience their game was like really funny. Like, really, you don't get it? Weird. Should probably shoot some pelicans for upgrade resources, chat. Finish the one we put down already. Oh man, we can't even power attack these ones down? It is a very good sequel, Demon Slayer. It built on basically everything I liked from the first game really well. There we go. Have a critical strike. Still got a lot of year left. I think the only other game that I could see coming close to being a better sequel than this. Maybe something new could come out, like maybe Forspoken or whatever it's called is going to be really good. That's another new IP. Yeah, God of War is the other one that might come close. Yeah, difficulty settings aren't the only way to make a game more accessible, but they're a good one. I have low expectations for Breath of the Wild 2 as someone who... I think Breath of the Wild 1 is the longest I've ever played a single-player game and not finished. Just because I got sick of the systems that they used. I'd actually be kind of surprised if Space Skyrim releases this year. I'm kind of expecting that one to get pushed back. Yeah, Starfield Space Skyrim. It's the new original IP Bethesda game.
Drone. Must be part of Cyclops. If I can get its data, I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base. But how to get up there? That must be the entrance to landfall up ahead.
Hey. Is that her?
The living ancestor.
The diviner wasn't lying.
This is landfall, right? I'm looking for Alva.
Overseer Bohai ordered us to invite you before him should you approach. Please, come with me. Go. Let him know we're coming.
It's her!
The diviner was right.
Overseer Bohai, a stranger just walked through the gate.
I knew Alva would not dare lie. You do look like Sobek.
Is Alva here? I need to talk to her.
I will consider your request once it is determined what you are. A living ancestor, as Alva believes, or a threat, lurking in such a guise.
I am no threat, okay? Back on the mainland, your soldiers fired on me without warning.
So you say, infidel. None of those you engaged survived to bear witness.
I held off on your squad when...
It's fantastic, Triple C.
May I present our honored CO.
So, here she is, our great mystery. Well, Bohai, what have you divined? What is she?
A mystery indeed, my CO. How can she appear as Sobek, and yet know nothing of our ways? Are we to believe that a living ancestor was born to this wretched land, an ocean apart from the realm of the Chosen? And if so, to what end? I cannot answer. Only she can. But I warn you, no falsehood will satisfy us. Now speak. Why are you here? What is your purpose?
I'm looking for a place called Thebes.
And what do you seek there?
Alva told me a little bit about what you're after. I guess you could say I want what you want. A way to heal the world.
As I suspected. Tell her.
We found Thebes. The final resting place of Ted Pharaoh's secrets. It isn't far, but the way is closed to us. Machine attacks have cut us off from the site. Diviner Alva is there, along with a complement of diggers and soldiers.
Is she all right?
Our scouts tell us that a machine has our people pinned behind their defenses, but they're holding out.
Machines, huh? I can help with that.
Alva told us that you are indeed formidable.
But I have a few questions first.
We will answer what we can.
It's really funny that they use the old words like C. It's great that they call him CEO instead of CEO, and they use terms like marshal and stuff like that. Is fantastic.
You crossed the ocean on these ships? Couldn't have been easy.
Greatness is never easy.
Indeed. It took 7 years just to build the flotilla. This expedition is the most important undertaking of our generation. A quest for knowledge across the gaping sea with nothing less than the fate of our tribe at stake. And none of it would have been possible without the will of the CO.
The voyage was difficult. The wilds here even more so. Our sailors and soldiers have suffered much. I know that. But all for the glory of the Quen.
Good to know. So you found Thebes. How?
The ancestors revealed it to us not long after we made landfall. Almost a year ago. Through a scrap of ancient data discovered by Alva and verified by myself. It contained details about the construction of a great underground palace.
Where, exactly?
Close. Beneath the Great Pyramid in the ruins beyond.
Figures. Ted loves his pyramids. Have you been inside?
No. That has been a problem, one of many.
And we will solve them all in time. Getting back to the site is the one at hand. I hope you're as effective against machines as Diviner Alva suggested.
The person I removed from chat who said adding difficulty settings would remove the shared experience from a game like Elden Ring or Dark Souls, your statement is just kind of crappy because it's still not a shared experience. It's like saying me, someone who's 6 foot tall, dunking a basketball in a 6 foot hoop is the same shared experience as someone who's 4 foot tall, dunking a basket in that same hoop. You're right, we both technically accomplished the same thing, but the experience of accomplishing that thing was drastically different for the two different people. So, yeah. We're not having that conversation. I just silently banned them and wasn't going to mention it, but I feel like maybe if they're still here, we could try and educate. Just because two people accomplish the same thing does not mean the experience is identical and shared. Or the amount of energy and effort output is the same.
What exactly are you looking for inside Thebes? I thought Alva brought back the data you needed.
We risked much to cross the ocean. Therefore, we must unearth every possible link to the legacy while we are here. Especially one as important as Thebes.
We will not sail back until I have plundered its secrets.
What kind of machine has your people pinned down near Thebes?
A Thunderjaw. We've dealt with them before, but this one is...
Tougher, stronger, and it has black armor?
Yes. How did you know?
Doesn't matter. Won't be easy, but I can take it down.
Then destiny shines upon us, as I knew it would. A living ancestor now walks among us, and she will help me attain the secrets of Thebes.
Resupply here if you must. Then on to Thebes at the base of the pyramid in the ruins. We will follow when our scouts confirm you've cleared the way.
Hey, you're back.
Wind's blustering about something.
Can I tempt you today?
There you are, on the mend already.
Okay. Off to the big pyramid to fight the Thunderjaw.
A barbarian! Run, stranger! There's a killer machine about!
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Flee, barbarian!
I was like, walk up to here?
The machine will kill you!
There you are. I guess we're doing this.
Come on, bud. Send this to my stash.
Come on over, you.
We used our tools, Chip.
You killed that machine!
Your CEO sent me. I need to speak to Alva.
By all means, then.
Aloy!
Open the gates!
Over here!
You all right?
Alva, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, you got rid of that machine. But what are you doing here?
There's something inside Thebes that I need. I went to Landfall. I met your CO. We came to an agreement, kind of.
And you're going to help us get in?
I guess so. The whole thing was a little tense. There was something off about that guy. And I don't understand what he wants from Thebes. I thought we found the data that your people needed back on the mainland.
That data will take us years to sift through. The CO wants faster results. Aloy,
Oh.
you have to be careful.
The CO wants
There they
faster
are.
results.
The
Weird.
legacy tells us that Elizabeth Sobek helped the ancestors cast aside all obstacles. And so it has been today.
You have been true to your word. I'm pleased. Thebes awaits us below. Shall we?
The CO needs
Well,
faster
that's the
results,
reason.
chat. His bonus depends
Much
on
of
it.
this was flooded. We had to pump a great deal of water out. Behold, the door to Thebes.
A door like no other.
Well, you're right about that. It's designed to open for only one man. Ted Farrow.
But the legacy tells us that he worked closely with Sobek. He trusted her. Surely she could open the door, and so surely can you.
Not gonna happen. At least not from this side.
You said she was a living ancestor with Sobek's eternal essence.
If I may, Pharaoh, great as he was, did not build his palace alone. We know this from scraps of data we found, the ones that pointed to this location. And we found evidence of passages below. Maybe they were built to aid construction. Or for servants. We can't reach them. The way is flooded and they're too far underwater, but...
Yeah. I can reach them. There might be another way in down there.
You see? With Sobek, there is always a way.
Then do what you must to get us inside.
This water's warm. It's almost like a hot spring. Look at that thing. It's huge. It goes all the way down to the bottom. There's a rupture up there. Maybe a way in. Yeah, this could get me inside. Okay. Looks like this tunnel leads deeper into the structure.
This looks safe.
Gonna have to find a way to stop that turbine from spinning to get past it. There's gotta be a way to stop that turbine around here somewhere. Stop the turbine. Good.
Was a convenient window. You know, after playing this game, I think I've come to the conclusion that water movement sucking in most games is definitely related to breathing mechanics.
I'm inside, but how do I let the Quen in? It looks like an exercise room?
I'd be ripped for the end of the world shit.
Here I am again, hiding in the gym, writing to stay sane in this crazy place. I can't believe Grigori's dead. Our so-called spiritual leader was fine yesterday, and then suddenly passed away in his sleep. And no one will talk to me about it. They treat me like a child, whispering behind my back, as if I can't cope with death, even after the end of the world.
So Ted had other people in here with him, including a teenage girl.
Hopefully it was like his daughter and not creepy reasons shit. Although let's be honest, he was the CEO of a big company, it's probably for creepy reasons.
The living area. It's pretty big, too.
There's nothing normal about a scientist, his daughter, a guru, and well, let's face it, a harem living through the end times in a trillionaire's underground survival bunker. But
a harem.
Now that Grigori's gone, I'm worried things will get even weirder. He helped keep Ted stable for a couple of years, sort of. Without him, who knows? And we don't even understand what happened to him.
The girl's right. Nothing normal about Ted.
They survived for years down here, she just said. That's more than I expected. Did I tell Ted what he needed to hear or only what he wanted to hear? Did I lead him to salvation or was I simply seeking my own? I invited him to consider his being in a universe bereft of the trappings of techno-nihilism, but did he instead annihilate his own past along with the rest of the world? What have I done?
know everyone's reeling after Grigori's untimely demise. He was a deeply spiritual man who wasn't afraid to rip back the curtain and gaze where few men dare. I've asked Dr. Sumtow to, check on what happened to him. I'm sure he had some kind of condition or something. The main point is that while we certainly miss him, we will go on. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, something tells me it didn't turn out that way.
Don't say.
Let's hope this is the way to the main door, so I can let the Quinn in. Look at this place. It's pretty fancy for a survival bunker. There, the door. Let's hope I can open it from the inside.
Most of Ted's women repulse me, okay? They're like contestants on a housewife sim preening for the hubby's attention. But Brianna, the Hollow Singer, she's different. She's always been nice to me. And I love her voice, which has been conspicuously silent since Grigori died. She doesn't speculate or gossip like the others. She knows something. I can tell. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of good data points here. Most of them are voiced. I really like the voice data points in this game. They're well done.
Good. An emergency exit function.
Emergency exit initiated.
That is a heck of a door, champ.
The door is open. Destiny is upon us. I knew you could do it.
What's going on?
The CO is preparing to enter Thebes.
Oh, why are you dressed like Ted Faro?
I am Pharaoh, renewed. My essence is the same as his. Across the years, across the generations, his soul is my soul. His will is my will.
Naturally, that's
We
why
are
you were able to open the
sundered
door.
in only one way. I need his final testament, his deepest secrets. And now that the door is open, those secrets are within my grasp. When I have them, I will be complete, as he was. I will have everything I need to save our homeland, and, as Pharaoh did, the world.
Oh yeah, Pharaoh definitely saved the world, chat.
Okay. I think there's some confusion here about who Pharaoh really was.
No one knows better than I who he was, who he is. Me. The Renewer, greatest of the ancestors, the man who saved the world. And you. You understand, Sobek.
Yeah,
You
Pharaoh
are
was
Pharaoh's
equivalent to
harbinger,
Musk.
his assistant. Come, we will descend into Thebes together, as it should be. Bring her the raiment.
Raiment?
As he is Pharaoh, you are Sobek. For an occasion this momentous, shouldn't you wear proper business attire?
Whoa. No. No, I am not wearing that. No way.
You will wear the proper attire to mark this moment.
Or what?
It is said Sobek valued life above all else. Is this true?
Fine.
And they are literally a corporate cult. They're a religion based around late-stage capitalism that destroyed the world 1,000 years ago.
Excellent. Shall we proceed? Look at this place. The grandeur.
Let us keep our bows.
Pharaoh's
at least.
domain. Simply breathtaking.
Excellent. Somewhere in here, Pharaoh left his secrets. Let's go find them.
Your Magnificency, perhaps we should leave guards behind to cover our exits?
Indeed. Let it be done. Pharaoh's visage.
Man, the ego on this guy, Chet.
I'll give you that.
It's a monument to something. Mood.
I think this way might lead down.
Excellent. Remember every detail of his, Bohai, for posterity.
It will be its own chapter in your legacy, my lord.
His balls were
Why,
huge,
Palace
or
Pharaoh
they were
built
really
for
tiny and he was
Oh,
compensating
less
for
than he
something.
deserved. Of
That's
course.
also a very realistic option, Chet.
Wonder if Pharaoh had a foot bath in here. I've always wanted one of those.
There will be no further discussion of your feet, Bohai.
He actually just built himself a pyramid.
So hey, this is weird.
Yeah, I tried to warn you.
Yeah, sort of.
I'll explain everything if we survive long enough.
Those certainly look threatening.
Statues. The guardians of Pharaoh's domain.
The corruptors are about to attack, aren't they, Chet?
Those aren't statues. Look out!
Get the CO out of here.
Guess it's just us then. It's on to me.
It is done.
I like how he just like providing commentary from the upper floor. Thanks for nothing, dickhead. Yeah, he's actually just providing commentary.
Thanks.
Brianna didn't wake up
Where's
this morning.
Overseer Bohai?
She's gone. Just like Grigori. I'm looking up at the giant, hideous statue of Ted in the Great Hall. At his eyes. And I know now that he's watching me. He's watching us all. He's always had power over us. I just never knew how much.
Did you discover some data?
A fragment. A testament to Ted's power.
Ah.
Testament to Ted's power. That's definitely accurate. That is what that described.
Yes, that looks like the way.
I will show you the world of OSHA violations, giant statues and corruptors. Do 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 do. Oh, did I miss a data point? Thank you.
When I built this place, when its special systems were designed, I knew what I wanted. Protection, of course. an unlimited power source, that was a given. But also control over every possible eventuality. After all, you never know what'll happen, especially when the human element is involved.
What did you find?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I guess I don't.
Ever deeper we go.
What is that? A reclining throne, attached to some kind of apparatus. I wonder what it does. An impressive setup. What is it for?
I'm sorry, CO. I don't know. My focus can't read the data here.
What about the living ancestor? Is the data lost to her?
Ted's getting impatient. How can I explain to him that you can't really prove an organism has achieved immortality in a day, a week, or even a year? The question literally embodies the idiom, only time will tell. I have no idea how long his body will survive. All I know is that it will last a lot longer than mine. As far as therapies goes, we've graduated from 2 steps forward, 1 step back to 2 steps forward, 1 step sideways. With each treatment, his cells regenerate more effectively. At this point, I don't think they're aging at all, but mutations keep popping up. Each one has to be treated individually. So far, my strategy of pharmaceutical whack-a-mole seems to be working. The irony is, I've probably achieved more for the field in these last 2 years than the entire industry did in the last 20, but no one's around to appreciate. Ted sure doesn't. Did they have... Were they working on the same tech that they had that kept the Zeniths alive? Because the Zeniths are thousands of years old. They're the original Zeniths that left Earth. Oh god, are we gonna find Ted alive, chat? I never thought Ted would actually do it. I assumed the whole thing was just to scare me, to keep me under control, to show me what he might do to Kenyaya if I stepped out of line or ever screwed up his treatments. What does it say about me, about us? There's so few of us left, and we're still keeping secrets from each other. Yeah, it sounds like they were working on immortality for him. But that's the ultimate end goal for every billionaire, right?
Scan the device, if you will.
Yeah, blow it out your rear end, Mr. CO. I got prizes to collect. You're working on my timeline, okay?
Please, scan the device.
Made a minor adjustment to the gene therapy regimen and added a new cocktail to treat the symptoms caused by the mutations. Hopefully, there will be some stabilization after the next treatment. God knows what Ted will do to us if there isn't. The early results were so promising. No signs of aging, no cellular degeneration, but now... Oh, if only I had access to my old lab in Bangkok, or my old colleagues, or my old liquor cabinet. Stop it. Got to stay positive. For Kenya.
Oh, is Kenya his daughter? Okay, my money's on
You
Kenya
saw
being his
something.
daughter.
I could tell. Did the data explain what Pharaoh used this device for?
I think he was undergoing treatments to live longer. A lot longer.
Really? Could he still be alive?
Don't be foolish. If he were alive, he would have kept his essence. It would not have been passed down to me. Remember, he
And
was
I
the
hope
renewal.
Pharaoh's alive.
Of course, he would have stopped at nothing to grasp the secrets of life and death, but not for himself. Everything he did was for a new beginning. For us, for the Quen. And for his true heir, me.
You know, I'm starting to think you're right. You do have a lot in common with Ted Faro.
I knew you would see, in time. Let us continue. His secrets await. Is that a small office? For a minor functionary, perhaps?
You did this for him? You put, like, off switches in everyone's heads?
Kenya, you mustn't judge me. I had no choice. If I said no, what would he do to us? What would he do to you? You're my little girl. I was trying to keep you alive.
For what, Dad? Seriously, why? So we can be trapped in this underground nightmare? You know what we have to do. Please.
Did you find a recording, Aloy?
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
He put off switches in everyone's head. Man. What a piece of work. Morning, Ectomanic.
Look at all this equipment. We are getting closer to the heart of this place. I can feel it.
Structural integrity low. That doesn't sound good.
An automated geothermal energy plant right under the city of San Francisco. A marvel. Even I can run it, and let's face it, I was always more of a visionary than an engineer, which is why I had the foresight to insist on the inclusion of a very unique feature, just in case anyone ever tries to steal my cheese, so to speak.
He was so paranoid, the people he was bringing down here with him were gonna, like, overthrow and kill him. Which, to be fair, based on the type of person it sounds like he was, that was probably a very realistic paranoia to have. I'd be less of a massive dick, no, put bombs in people's heads instead, yeah. There's a vent above our head, is there? Alright, looking. Noted. Yeah, we're in ceremonial business attire.
Ah, is that a vent of some sort? Not a bad idea.
These people are a corporate cult, Tubos.
She's gone. Did she make it to the other side?
A console. Maybe I can access Ted's files from here.
Halt is redundant there. Fair. Any data points in here I'm missing? They're less of a corporation and more of a family. Doesn't look like it.
There. Omega clearance. Got it. What do you have to say for yourself, Ted?
Somtow's dead. Along with his kid. Found him on the floor of his office this morning, holding hands. Must have poisoned themselves. I never would have put them to sleep. She was just a girl, for Christ's sake. I offered them life. And this is how they repaid me. By leaving me all alone. But I guess I've been alone since this whole thing began. Alone in bearing the burden. For the past. For the future.
Same old Ted. No matter who dies, he's the one feeling sorry for himself.
Liz's future. Liz's children. Someday they'll come. And I'll be here to greet them. Sometimes said my aging has stopped altogether. If anything, my cells are replenishing faster than normal.
Oh God, he is alive, chat.
Calm down. Time. And energy. Sometimes said the reactor can give me what I need. To grow strong again. To get my shit back together. So I can greet the kids. They're gonna need me. My advice. My guidance. And then I won't be alone anymore.
Pharaoh's secrets. Are they here?
Not the ones you're looking for.
Then they must be in there.
Trust me. You don't want to go in there.
Are you mad? I haven't come all this way to stop now.
Even if he is somewhat still alive and like could talk and stuff, he's got to be mentally gone after 1,000 years alone, right?
Legacy is mine. Is that?
It's him.
Burn it to ash.
Wait, no. Pharaoh has it rigged to melt down if...
Kill them too. No witnesses.
Firing! How is she doing that? You feel that?
There.
Kill them to no witnesses.
Pharaoh rigged the reactor to overflow if he dies. We have to run.
Intruder! For the quest!
More soldiers! Up ahead!
Opening fire!
We didn't get to see the flesh monster, which is a little disappointing.
Hurry, sire!
Come on!
Out of my way!
Peak CEO. Please die. Okay. Maybe there was something to walk across there. Turns out there wasn't.
Soldiers!
Advance the fire! It's that Nora warrior!
Come on, dude! The place is literally burning down! Your boy is dead, okay?
We're close now! Come on! Can you use this? Are you okay?
What happened?
We found something that will help. Not just your homeland, but everywhere.
But where's the CO?
He's gone. I guess you could say he gave his life to help us attain the secrets of Thebes.
I see. You must think I'm eminently stupid.
God, we're gonna have to kill these people too?
No.
The CO was an entitled egotist who twisted our beliefs into a sickening, self-serving fantasy.
Oh.
And you expect me to believe he sacrificed himself for scraps of data? It's time for the truth, and it better be convincing. Otherwise, I'll simply order these soldiers...
He gets it at least.
...to open fire.
I'm in my business casual. Don't open fire while I'm in my business casual.
You're right. To be honest, the CO screwed everything up. He brought Thebes down around our ears and died like a gutless coward. But We really did find something down there that will help your homeland. If I can take it and use it. Now, if I have to, I will fight my way out of here, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can just let me go. And then take credit when things start to improve.
Success certainly does sound better than failure. It seems then that our destinies are intertwined. Landfall is open to you. If it will help your cause, you may come and go as you please. But Alva must join you and report back on your efforts.
Fair enough.
Thebes is of no further value to us. Obviously, we're going back to the flotilla. Alva, I expect your reports to be thorough.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us killed. And instead, I get to join you.
Glad to have you. But you're going to need a little help to reach our base. Varl, I made a new friend. I need you to meet her at the Quen Ferry and escort her back.
On it. Can't wait to meet her.
Trust me, you'll love it there. Varl will give you a better focus and all the data you could ever want. Head to the ferry. I'll join you back east as soon as I can.
A diviner must follow the truth, wherever it leads. I'll see you there.
Some kind of random breathing audio track going on underneath this whole scene.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we should have what we need to capture Hephaestus. But before I head to the ferry, maybe I should stop by Landfall. With the CO gone, maybe more Quen will be willing to talk. Might be worth looking around the island, too. I gotta change out of these clothes. I can't believe the CO made me play dress up.
Oh, these actually have stats on them. That's hilarious. So Beck's raiment. Stamina regen, deep concentration, valor, surge mass. That's funny. I wasn't expecting it to have actual stats, chat. It was, the fire resistance was handy. I guess they assumed you were going to jump into the lava at some point, huh? Are there side quests that I'm going to care about here? Or should I just jump back home? Or are they fetchy? That's as far west as we can get, Chip. Anything past that's extra forbidden.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Let's do it.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regalla's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
I have to go now.
Then do not let me keep you.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regalla's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
Alright, let's talk to Gaia, and then, yeah, we probably have time to play with his arm before we swap over to magic.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your subfunctions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths.
A lot of time, Chip.
2 cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you'd better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something wrong.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever. We have a solid plan. You helped come up with it. Without you there, the probability that the Zeniths discover us is high. But with you, that risk is much less. We'll get Hephaestus, get out, and come back here. It'll be okay. No! You can't guarantee that. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
Rost is the difference, Chip. Thanks for the morning, Lucos.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win.
It's cute that they both sit the same, Chip.
You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. Like he said, odds are in our favor if I do. We have to succeed. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
Take her serious. That is the helmet of a very serious woman, chat.
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Our helmet is for the most serious people only, okay? We're gonna do more main story. I am not. I think we're gonna go do finish up Catello's arm quest.
Whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
I think we're gonna do Catello's arm quest. Okay, so for those of you that are through this, are we getting close to the end of the main story at this point? You don't have to tell me how many, but like, we're getting close? Okay. Let's do Catello's quest before we swap over to magic for the day. Cool. And thanks everybody for hanging out. This game's been fun. Fantastic sequel to the original. Think we'll wrap the main quest next week? Okay, cool. For people that are new to the channel, I'm gonna do Horizon first thing in the morning again next week is my plan. I like the metrics on the morning segments for this and afternoon for Pokemon Unite. So we'll be doing a couple of hours of this every single morning to start the stream, Monday through Friday next week again. Do I know what game we're doing for variety after this one? I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing Outer Worlds. That's a shorter one. I think 10 to 12 hours.
Stood certain about
the wisdom of the visions.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've heard good things about Outer Worlds. It is a make fun of capitalism game, I'm told. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Assassin's Creed as the next long one, but I think I want to do a short game in between this and the next long one, so Outer Worlds seems like a good fit.
Pretty sure this is where Kotalo wanted us to test his new arm. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
Valhalla.
Thank
Picked that one up on sale at one point.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
Cyberpunk is on my list. I've been told by people that the first next-gen patch is pretty good. I'm gonna wait for, at a minimum,
This is it.
the next patch
What
after this
am
one.
I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
At a minimum, I want one more patch. Come where? Oh, talk to him.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
God, Bree's shot is cracked.
Here's some ammo.
Not even me. Just to look for right. I would need to fly to find out what happened to Farika. Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
That was a good range of character development for him. Whoa, that was an incredible amount of experience and skill points, chat. We have 12 skill points? Alright. That was short. Alright, let's hit this campfire and jump back to base. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I was gonna go ahead and go back to base and spend my skill points and check if we could do any upgrades. Just got a bunch of items from that. I did see that we're getting triomes, which is exciting. Feels like I'm about done with side quests. I think we're just gonna maybe if another good one comes up towards the end next week. But I feel like from a character progression standpoint, these are all low level too. I feel like I'm ready to just push the end. Oh, Alva gives us a side quest. Someone else said that. Let's talk to her real quick. Let's talk to our friends here in the base before we wrap up for the day. Z-Man, thanks for the 31 months. Welcome back. Right, someone mentioned Alva had something for us. Envision losing a lot of games with Grixis Triumph in our future. Jund Triumph too, probably. Let's be honest.
I just think she talks a lot.
You would too, if you knew everything there is to know about everything.
She can also crank out a whole army of machines to kick your sorry behind.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny.
Z-Man, come on, you're not new around here. I've got the YouTube channel is just as organized as it always is. It actually says magic starting at 10 a.m., which is 10 minutes from now in the stream title. Like, we streamed magic yesterday and every other day this week. Like, comments like those, they annoy me so much. Why aren't you playing the other game when it's like listed in the title and you could easily see that we've played it very recently? Come on. Come on.
How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Kotallo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator, and I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running. Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you. Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, mobile is kind of mediocre for viewing the title. That's definitely accurate. Schedule command still works. It's also in the... I guess I don't know if that extension works on mobile either.
So,
schedule command still works.
Friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Good. How's his training going?
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. I should go.
That same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
A good saying, chap.
Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we have here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
That sounds like Alva. I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
you'll hear about it.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Her nervous excitement, and then realizing like, oh yeah, I know these people I'm excited about are trying to kill me, but also still excited.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
We grew up very differently. But sometimes different is good.
Yes, of course.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire, the living embodiment of Ted Faro, the Renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
Sometimes believing in a CO chat is better than believing in nothing. Have you liked this game? I'm a big fan of this series, and I felt like this was an excellent continuation of the first game. I'm a big fan of playing games as an interactive movie experience. This game does that pretty well, while also having combat that feels reasonable and engaging.
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
I think if you were to ask me what my biggest critique of this game would be, is I think the combinations of resource systems in the game are a little bit much. There's just probably too many of them. I think they probably should have, like, genericized a number of the components between... Yeah. Yeah, there's like half a dozen different, like, resources that could have been, like, more generalized, I think. And I think if you're someone who's trying to min-max every game that you play, it would probably get pretty tedious trying to run through this game. But I'm just playing the combat on easy, so resources aren't particularly scarce. I'm just getting to run through and enjoy it, as opposed to having to try and micromanage a bunch of different things.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Faro facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly, but one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Alright, seems like a good...
Of course.
Like
Before
a good
you
break
do,
point for the day.
Is everything alright? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Alright, let's run out to the campfire. We'll hit a save point and then we'll swap on over to some magic. We're gonna do historic today. We had a build around submission for Temur Yorian fires with Emergent Ultimatum. I think we'll fart around with that for a couple hours.
I see you, champion.
So, I would like to say this. I like how Beta told our character that the longer she had to prepare, the better off she would be, because that felt like from an emotional standpoint, I could justify doing side quests and dicking around a little bit, because I'm not just putting off saving the world, I'm giving her time to prepare so we're more likely to be successful. So I think my plan is I'm going to be off for the weekend from doing live stuff. And obviously we're going to do magic and other stuff today still. But as far as Horizon goes, I think my plan is to do Eva's side quest on Monday. And then depending on how long that takes, we'll probably just do that on Monday, maybe a couple other things. And then, what's it called? Tuesday we'll dig into the main quest. You did get to level 100. Oh, speaking of, before we swap over, what other skills do I want at this point? I have 12 skill points? That's so many skill points, chat. Any other things to do with Valor? I think we have all the Valor things at this point. I did see we're getting other ascendancies, yeah. Any other melee ones in here that I can take? Critical strikes deal more damage. That seems worthwhile. I do those on occasion. Oh, there's things in the machine override tree. Are there ones that are generically kind of okay? I don't really plan to override things. Move faster while having a heavy weapon. Beridden machines have more health. Anything generic inside of Trapper? Doesn't look like it. This might actually be useful. I'm gonna dump points to this. Maybe we'll make a point to use it. I always have extra Valor inside of combat. And triple notch is only okay. Alright, I'm gonna call that good enough. Like I said, I'm not super worried about min-maxing things. That could be fun to do at some point. Let's swap over to some arena for a bit, huh?